Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We want the fastest game show. Mike C.
And I'm Fred Watt.
Hey, man. It's that time we talking about our old favorite Xbox.
Yeah. Hey, before we start the stream, man, I gotta say two important things. Let me get this out real quick, if you don't mind, Mike.
Go ahead.
We just lost our cousin, well, my step cousin Daphne Jacks. She died through COVID. And people that don't believe that COVID is real, COVID is real. She was in the hospital for 3 months, and she lost her life due to COVID, and because she had pre-existing health conditions, man. So, y'all that don't believe in COVID, man, and think it's a hoax, it is not a hoax. And my sister, though she is fully vaccinated, she also caught COVID. So, just please, y'all, man, just keep my sister in your prayers. Make sure, we'll see her out of this. But yeah, that's all I wanted to add, man. It's been a very, very trying week for your boy. So, this stream will lighten up the mood a little bit. I'll get back to myself in a couple of days, but you know what I'm saying. But it's been a struggle. But let me move this down. Why don't I see this? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Okay, Mike. So let's get some happy news or some sad news, whichever one you want to call it, man.
But go ahead, Fred.
Y'all see the name of the title, and I'll let Mike start it off.
All right. So Xbox released a Halo edition of the Xbox Series X. This wasn't for loyal Xbox people or gamers and stuff like that to buy these consoles or whatever. They strictly released this for scalpers to get up. And I find it sad that people that really want to play this game are either get an Xbox Series X. Granted, me and Fred was fortunate enough to get one, but it's still a struggle to find one. And if not, these bots and everything are buying everything up. As you can see with this last little thing, due to this stuff being released, it was already sold out, man. And that doesn't make sense. If I was Xbox, I would send something out to those people with Xbox Ones. Hey, we got an opportunity coming up for you to get the Xbox Series X Halo Edition. Are you interested or whatever? Guaranteed that stuff would have been sold that way. Guaranteed all their units would have moved. So the big thing about this, I want to know why they would do something like this to get a mad rush. They already know that the system is broken on how they do stuff. They have not changed how they release things, man. I mean, like, when are they going to learn, or do they even care? Is it all just about numbers, or, I don't care as long as we got it sold. I mean, like, for those who didn't have an opportunity to get a Series X, you could have got a Halo edition one and everything. So the good thing about this, the price is $549, but still you're paying for the Halo game. So you would have got a Series X, and even if you didn't get the Halo edition, you would still have to buy the game for that anyway. So you're paying for the game and everything, and it's a nice looking edition. But still, man, Xbox didn't seem like, they just want to release it like, here you go, bam, buy it.
Now, everybody that knows me knows that I'm not a Halo fan. I've never been a Halo fan.
Right.
On the original Xbox, the clan that I was with, they played Halo, and I played Halo a couple of times, but I'm not a big fan of it. Now, this is what I don't like that Microsoft did, and Mike already punched on it, giving the opportunity for people that do own these consoles to have that other edition. They knew we're still in the middle of a pandemic with this Delta variant coming through, and it's bound to get even worse. It is hard pressed to find an Xbox Series X. Now you, I think I'm getting some feedback from you, Mike.
Sorry, my phone just
Oh,
continue. Still feedback.
so yeah, I'm still getting it. Two.
Better?
Nah, still
Yeah.
there.
I don't know what the heck happened.
Two. Two.
Oh boy. Sorry. Live TV.
Two.
There you go. That better?
Two. Okay,
Two.
there we go. All
Uh,
right. So I forgot where I was.
Xbox new.
Okay. So Xbox knew that we're in the middle. We're still in the middle of this pandemic. Now the Xbox One S is more like you're likely to get, because when I went to Micro Center, I wasn't even looking for an Xbox S, and I just happened to luck up and get one. And the what I'm doing with my Xbox S is I'm turning it into an emulator, so I'm not really playing any other game other than Flight Simulator on it. But it's not as powerful as the X. Now they knew
Mm.
bringing this thing out, it was going to cause a lot of problems because they're not selling it in stores, and as soon as it goes on sale online, there's no way for fans to get these
Not at
consoles.
all.
It's no way for them to get it because they can't beat the bots. You got to remember, people that are buying these, majority of the people that are buying these consoles, they have a 9 to 5, so they got to get to work. So they don't have all day to sit, behind a computer screen unless they work in a nice cushy, government type job and they're in front of a computer screen and they're able to do it. But they're not able to access these consoles, let alone go inside the store and just pick one up. And
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft knew that this was going to happen. It's the same thing that they did with the PlayStation. It's the same thing that they did with the Xbox. They did it more on the PlayStation because the PlayStation was a hot commodity. So it was more precedent than the Xbox Series X or the Series S. So I think they wanted to get on the hype train just like Sony did and sell this system because it's all about numbers. They in my opinion, they really don't give a damn about the consumer. They just want
Mm-hmm.
numbers. Okay, so if all the scalpers buy them, that's number sale. That's the number of console sold. But you also got to figure that if you're selling this console at a loss and you're banking on subscriptions for people to incur your money back, how are you
Mm-hmm.
going to get that money back when you got like 30 or 40 systems sitting in somebody's house?
Yep.
They don't have all those accounts linked, so therefore you're losing money. So a smarter way would to do like a queue or a just something. Sell it in the stores. Sell it in the
Mm-hmm.
stores, man. As much as I rip on GameStop, sell it in the stores. Just sell them in the stores. Sell them in Target, Walmart, GameStop, because that's the only way that you are going to get true Xbox owners out. Now you gotta figure that, like, if you sell these stuff at GameStop, with the shenanigans that they pull about their employees trying to scout
Bye.
ones and stuff like that, you gotta
Mm.
you gotta get like better on this. And even if they were scalping it and giving it to their friends, you know, that's still, you're making that money back because that's not just Xboxes sitting in somebody's basement. And
Mm-hmm.
what if somebody's basement floods and they got 100 Xbox One X's?
100 wet Xboxes.
Yeah, so there's no money there. They can't sell them. They're bricked.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Microsoft, man, you got to do better. Sony as well. I mean, we're not talking about Sony, but all these video game system companies that's trying to push their systems out or anything, you have to do a lot better than what you're doing right now, because people that
Mm-hmm.
want these console editions, they're not going to be able to get them.
You're right. You're right. But the thing is, right, far as when this Halo jump dropped and everything, right? The next couple of hours, you just saw it on eBay for $1,000, $1,500, $1,800, $2,000. I think the most was $2,500 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is, people are buying these consoles up on eBay or whatever. So what's the point of, to stop the scalpers or whatever if people are willing to buy these consoles, man? And that's freaking ridiculous. I know as far as trying to make money and stuff, but come on, man. I mean, like, enough's enough. It's not even with the whole just consoles as well too. They got the same issue with shoes as well too. When new
Mm-hmm.
shoes drop or whatever, the bots buy this stuff up like with the sneakers app and stuff like that, man. It's an ongoing problem as far as with this stuff. But they got to find a better way to do this for people that want to really have consumers to do that without being ripped off as far as, buying some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy playing the games, man, myself, man, because that's what we like doing, man. We started at a young age playing these games, man. I just want to experience the getaway of life and stuff with these games and everything. But given an opportunity to get this stuff, it's just so hard to get it, though. So I feel for those people that really want to play these things and they don't have an opportunity to, man.
They don't. And see, one of the things about Xbox is that, and I am going to do an episode on this. You can build an Xbox. You can actually really build an Xbox. Now it may be more than what you pay for the Xbox, but if you're going to pay that scalper that type of money,
Yeah, you're right.
build yourself an Xbox.
Yep.
Build yourself an Xbox. You can go to Micro Center or you can go to Best Buy and get components and build a because look, the games that's coming out on Xbox, if you even get the cloud or the pass or whatever, you can play that stuff on a computer. So you don't necessarily need an Xbox Series X. I can build an Xbox Series X that's way better than the Xbox Series X. You can build an Xbox that's way better than that has more functions and a better upgradability. You can what does the Xbox Series X come with? Like a terabyte hard drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 terabyte. Yeah.
You can build. Why not build an Xbox and you can put a 16 terabyte hard drive in there? If you're going to pay a scalper over $2,000 for
right.
an Xbox, you are just plain stupid. You could go to Micro Center and you can get the components and build an Xbox yourself. It's not going to be an Xbox per se, but it's going to be capable to do everything that the Xbox does plus more, because the games that you're playing on the Xbox Series X, if you get Game Pass, you can play it on your PC.
That's right. That's right.
So
Same games, better quality and everything.
So some people aren't really tripping about it. I think that's what it is. People that don't know how to build PCs, it's not in that PC build world, they're not really tripping on that about the getting the Xbox Series X, because they like, okay, it's whatever. I can build one. That's it. You still have PC gamers that don't really give a damn about the P5 or the Xbox Series X or the S, because they already have a computer that's capable of blowing both of those systems out of the water. So you guys, if you don't have an Xbox Series X or you don't have an Xbox Series S, I can show you how to build one. Matter of fact, I'll do an episode Monday if things don't, if I whatever, you know what I'm saying. I can give you an episode where I show you how to build a PC that is comparable or more comparable to an Xbox Series X or S, because Microsoft is not giving a damn about you, about the consumers, about the hardcore Xbox players, for the people that's been there since day one, since DOS, that's been playing PC games since DOS. And then when the original Xbox came out, it was like, oh, this is a lot better. Then when the 360 came out, they was like, wow, this is even better. And then when the Series X and the one came out, they was like, wow. And now you're at the point where you got this Series X. Look, man, there's no excuse for Microsoft to do what they're doing right now, because they don't. I hate to keep repeating myself, but they really don't give a damn about their consumer base. Because if they had any sense, they would sell these consoles in the stores. It's a better controlled environment if you sell it in the stores, right? if you have millions of units, why not give every store at least 50 units? If you give a store 50 units, I guarantee you all
That's gonna be
50 will
sold
be
out.
sold out.
That's
All
right.
50 will be sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the paper, Target paper. Friday, the Xbox, we'll have 50 Xboxes, Series X's or S's.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, don't count 50 because 10 of them the employees are going to get. So minus that because the employees are going to get them. You know what I'm saying? But that's with every store. But you have a better chance getting this stuff from a store than getting it from a scalper because you're
Mm-hmm.
you're, you're stupid. I tell you, you're real stupid if you pay double over MSRP on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
It's just stupid, man. It's
Right.
really stupid. So I don't know what to tell y'all, man. But Microsoft, you're pulling the Sony move. You know, it's
Yep. Yep.
by this time, they got Nintendo Switches inside Targets and Walmart. They got plenty of them inside Target or Walmart. Take a page from Nintendo's book because they're under the radar. Every time I go inside of a Target or Walmart, like they got 2 switches. Oh, they got 3 switches in here. Oh, they got the Switch Lite. They're stocked up on these things. But the
Mm-hmm.
Xbox and the PlayStations, come
Oh
on, man.
yeah, bro. That cupboard is bare.
Come on, man. Come on, man. It's no use of look. I don't know. Somebody says I got a Series X.
Indeed, man.
Congratulations, somebody from Twitch. Um,
Mm.
I'm curious. Did you pay MSRP or did you pay uh eBay prices? Chats. Did you pay eBay prices? Oh, you pay retail. Good job, sir.
Good
Good
job.
job, sir. Good job. Um,
That's awesome.
let me ask you something, sir. How do you how, how do you feel about your Xbox Series X right now? After what was it 6 months after this thing that came out?
6 months, yeah.
6 months,
November. No, it's been about what 7 months, right?
7 months.
No, it's been about 8 months now. 8 months could be in August, right? Came out in
Okay.
November, right? 9 months.
Devon said he got his from Best Buy. Good job. Did you stay out? Did you stay out in line for yours? Good. I got 20. Oh, you got it for Christmas. He got his for Christmas.
Good.
That's good stuff, man. Um, we got ours the same week that
Yeah.
it came out. I
Hmm.
actually camped outside for like 2 days, 2 or 3 days in front of GameStop in order to get mine. Um, and Mike was fortunate to get his. He was supposed to get his that day of release, but things happened, and he got his the second day. So
Yeah.
I
Which
got
was awesome.
online and picked it
How
up.
happy am I?
Okay, so Bird got his from he got it online and picked it up.
Okay, well, good.
Oh, he got it from Best Buy and picked it. How? Let me ask you something, man.
How
How
did you do
how the
that?
hell did you get yours from Best Buy? Because me and Mike, was you up at
Dude,
like?
dude, I was up at 3, 4, trying to get this stuff, man. Never, never. It will always, they say refresh or something like that. I could never get through, bro. Right there, put in a credit card up, and sold out.
Wow. Chad
That's so
said
what it
my
is.
Walmart got 100 surprise Xbox X's. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. See, I think they're coming in, they're trickling in slow by slow because
Mm,
everybody really wants a PlayStation. But this is the
right.
thing. Mike and I both have the PlayStation 5. And
Mm-hmm.
unless you want to play Ratchet and Clank, it's not a real big deal. And
Mm-hmm.
let me see. I was up with my newborn and got lucky at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Good, good job.
Oh, no online. in store. Yeah, I mean, geez, man.
We tried the online stuff, man. We was up for days and days trying to do that stuff. I just said hell with it. And Fred said, "Hey, go and wait for it, go and camp." So he did the thing, man, and fortunate enough to get it, bro. But
So
it
hold
definitely
on.
was a struggle.
Was we online for the Xbox and PlayStation?
We did it for both, man, because how they did it, right? When they released it, they was like, it's going to release on such and such day, but they released it the day of the freaking event. So right after the event, they basically released you could buy it. These retailers opened it up for people to purchase, so and that's how the junk got flooded.
Yeah, because I remember. Okay, this is the story. If y'all want to hear about how we got our consoles, right? And I'll tell you how I got the Xbox Series S. So it was me, it was Juan, and his son. So we already had. I was originally going to get the PS5. Okay, but it was hard. Yeah, it was hard. I got PS5 from Wal. You got the PS5s from Walmart,
Damn, that's good.
and he really hasn't touched it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
hey,
That sounds about right.
yeah.
And this is what happened. So I was watching The Walking Dead, and we no that was for the PlayStation. No, earlier that week we had went to GameStop and we found out because Juan knew the folks there, right? So as much crap as we talk about GameStop, they came through and they was like, okay, we're going to have some, but we don't know how many. So that Sunday, I think I picked one up and we start camping because what the Xbox came out on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
One of those days, man. I forgot what day it was, but I know I had to work.
So we camped out there for a couple of days, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, I think you did it on Monday or whatever.
Monday, yeah, because
Monday.
I remember
Yeah.
watching The Walking Dead and getting up and leaving. So
Mm. So that was Sunday then.
it was Sunday, yeah, yeah, and
Yeah, about 3 days. Yeah.
so I go pick Juan and his son up, and we get to GameStop, and it was early. No, it was earlier that day. It had to be earlier that day because when we talked to her, she was like, we only got 3 Xbox One X's and we got 2 S's, and we was like, okay, cool. So I was like, okay, I'm holding a chair for Mike. Juan's getting one, and then I'm getting one. But the thing was that um, a couple of days, a day or so passed, and this other cat came up, and he just saw the empty chair there where Mike was sitting at, and Mike was sitting there before. So I think later on that afternoon, it was something where she decided not to give it to Mike, but only the 3 that she saw.
The
She
people.
saw
Mm.
me, Juan, and then the light skinned cat. So
Because I left around about it was almost like 11:30
yeah,
or whatever when I left, and then she came on out there, and they just only gave it to the people that was actually physically there. So
because you had
yeah,
left,
I
and I
just left
called you
'cause I
back.
had to work in the morning. Yeah.
I was like, yo, man. She was like, I was like, man, I was like, how am I going to tell Mike? Yo, how am I going to tell Mike? And I was like, damn, Mike, I'm not going to be able to get it for you because you left and she only saw the 3 of us. And so the day that we got it, somebody had canceled theirs at another GameStop, and Juan they got wind of it. And long story
Thank you.
short, Mike was able to get um, that Xbox. For the PlayStation, because the
Thank you.
PlayStation came out the same week. So after I dropped Juan off, I came home, and that's when we was trying to get it online. That's what happened.
Mm.
Got the Xbox. Then you got because I didn't even touch my Xbox because I was like I feel bad because Mike didn't get his. So when Mike got his Xbox that next day, I went on ahead and opened up my Xbox. So when I came home, I was watching something, and I was like, man, we was trying to get it online or whatever. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to remember how we did this. But we was trying to get it online, but we weren't able to get it. No way. You know what I'm saying? We waited to 3 o'clock in the morning. We waited to 4, 5,
Yeah.
6. Still couldn't get it. So there was this website where you can go to and they tell you the inventory of what they have. So the day that the PlayStation, the PS5 came out, they had the inventory sheet of how many that they had, but they didn't sell all of those, right? So we had got ours from Target, and Target had put the information out there, but they didn't put the information out there. They said after the launch date, you'll be able to come in to buy it physically. So when I got the wind of that, I was like, you'll be able to buy it physically. You don't have to buy it online. I was like, okay, we're going to go out there and we're going to get it. And I think that was that Thursday night. So I was watching something and something said, man, you better go to that GameStop. I mean, you better go to that Target. Yeah. So I went all the way to Forestville to get one. We came back up here to Waldorf. When I pulled up, there was nobody in line. Nobody in line. I knew that Oxon Hill was going to have 14 of them. I knew that Clinton was only going to have 8, right? So I was like, well, I don't want all that drama in Oxon Hill because I know it's going to be one type of a real show. You know what I'm saying? So we stood out. We decided to go to the Walmart. I mean, the Waldorf Target. The Waldorf Target. So I pull up, skirt. I ain't see nobody out there. So I had Juan and his son. So I tell his son, I popped the trunk. I said, put the chairs out there. Hurry up, hurry up. So he put the chairs out there, and there was these guys that was already parked there. So they came out behind us, and they wasn't even mad because I was like, look, Slim, I was like, it's going to be some people that come up here. They're going to try us. You know what I'm saying? So, and I said this. I was like, there are going to be some people that come up here and try us. I was like, we're going to have to stick together, bro, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 spaces already held because it was me, Mike, Stan, and Juan. We had got our 4. I was securing our space for our 4. But the guys behind us, it was like 4 of them. And they said, nah, we only here to get 1 because we already got ours. I was like, okay, bet. So, long story short, these guys came up and tried to muscle us for our spot, saying that we wasn't there and they only seen a guy with some shades and all this other stuff. And they kept saying we seen this guy with these shades. And I took offense to that because these are prescription glasses. I have a problem with fluorescent lighting. That's why all of my glasses are tinted. I was like, nigga, you talking about me? I was sitting up here and I had the Mario mask on, the face mask and everything like that. But long story short, they got all high and liquored up and drunk, and they waited on the other side of the building instead of getting in line with the rest of us, right? So by the time they wake up from their Hennessy and weed, it was already people that got in front of them, and they was mad about it. They was like fish grease mad, you know what I'm saying? And they was hot. It was nothing we could do because I kept telling them the line is back here. Y'all over there. The line is back here, bro. You not because I was pissed. I was like, nah, these dudes ain't running up against us. And then he was trying to like, you play video games and all this. It was a whole thing, man. Y'all got to go back and watch that episode when I talk about, because I don't want to get into too much detail, but it was just a really messed up show. You know what I'm saying? We got 7 people in here, Mike.
Good stuff.
So, anybody, let's keep the conversation going, man. Anybody else want to chime in on, anybody who's watching the game show want to chime in on the Microsoft and the way that they don't give a damn about us. They don't give a damn about us. If you
Not at all.
if you don't have a Series X or a Series S, it's no big deal. Monday I'm gonna show you how to build a Xbox Series X that's better than the Xbox Series X. It's gonna be a little bit more pricey than going out and buying the Xbox Series X. is going to be way more than buying an Xbox Series S. But you can build a PC that will just outdo the Xbox and outdo the PlayStation. Remember, y'all, anything coming out on the Xbox is playable on the PC.
Yep.
So if you get Game Pass, you can get Flight Simulator for free. There's tons of games that you can get for free. Good games that you can get for free if you have a computer that's able to run those that app. Even if you get the cloud app, you can still stream games through the cloud on your PC. You don't necessarily need an Xbox Series X or S. I understand people want to get these special editions, but Michael, you're not. Let's just be. I just be totally honest with you. If you don't buy it from a scalper, it's a chance that you're not going to get it.
There's a chance you won't get it.
You're not.
I'm playing it simple because that's just how it's rigged right now. So you're not going to get it that way.
You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it though.
Honestly, you shouldn't even sweat it because it's going to come out eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in the stores eventually one day. So right now they really don't have a whole big catalog. It's just a brand new shiny item right now. That's why there's so much hype and it's coveted. You know. So just still wait. You waited for everything else, man. Just still wait on it, bro.
You know what I predict, Mike?
What's that?
I have a sneaky suspicion around Christmas time, Walmart is going to pop up with a whole bunch of X's, S's, and P5s.
Mm-hmm.
I have a funny suspicion that Micro Center is going to do the same. Because you can walk inside of a Micro Center and you can buy Xbox Series S or you can buy Xbox Series X if they have it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to pay these absorbent, ridiculous prices for this console. You're paying MSRP. I'm telling y'all, if y'all can wait, if y'all can just hold out until sometime in Christmas, I'm predicting that one of these stores is going to have it. Either Best Buy, Walmart. I'm not really banking on Target and Micro Center and PC Riches. I'm almost for certain that these stores are going to have this console, man. I guarantee you. I guarantee you they're going to have this console. You know, Black Friday. I think they're going to have it, but they're going to be limited quantities.
It is.
Some stores may have more than others. This is what, if y'all really trying to get an Xbox Series X or S and you don't have a Micro Center in your area, because that's the best place to get a S. I'm telling you, because like I said, I walked into a Micro Center and I wasn't even looking. That's not the reason why I went to Micro Center that day. I wasn't even looking to get a S. I already had an X. I said I was going to get an S, but the only reason why I wanted an Xbox Series S is because you can do emulation on both X and S. So you could do simulation on that, but I didn't want to do simulation on my X. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could. It's not going to hurt it, but I'd just rather put that on the S or my Scorpion Edition or my Xbox One S. All of those can run. Even the OG Xbox can run the emulation. So if you don't know what emulation is, you can play all types of old games. You know, Sega, PlayStation,
Nintendo, all that stuff.
TurboGrafx 16, Sega Saturn, all that stuff you can play, and it's not legal. You don't have to jailbreak your Xbox. This is all legit. Only thing you need to do is get the dev kit. You know what I'm saying? Get the dev kit, DEV. Get the dev kit and load RetroArch. RetroArch is a multiplayer, console app that lets you play all these retro games and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, there's going to be a time starting November. I'm telling y'all, You may not get this Halo Edition Xbox, but I'm telling you that stores are going to start having Xboxes and PlayStations. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Because they're going to get tired. They're going to get tired of, because PlayStation is already coming out with a new version of the P5, so they cut down the semiconductor. It's so hard to get those right there with the shortage. But they're coming out with a new version of the P5. Maybe it's going to be coming around like holiday season. They already got this ridiculous thing that you can't get with the Halo Edition. They already got that. And maybe that's a little bit different. Some things may have changed in that than the Xbox Series S, X that we have now. But I guarantee y'all, man, it's gonna come. It's coming. It is coming. So only thing you have to do is just be a little bit patient. Don't stress on getting this Halo. Don't pay no ridiculous price, man. Don't do it. It's just stupid, man. If you want to get the Xbox Series X, I can build you one. I can show you how to build one. I can tell you all the components that you need. All that stuff you can either get from Micro Center or you can order it off of eBay. I'm telling you, and you'll have an Xbox killer. You wouldn't even think about getting an Xbox Series X or S. You won't even think about it. You be like, you got one. It ain't no. You can walk in the store and see 20 of them right there, and they be $100. You be like, I don't really need it. You know what I'm saying? Or, all right, I'll pick it up, put it by the loaf of bread, and when you get to the register, no, I don't really need it. Hey, you can put this back. I'm telling you, I can build you a system that would kill an Xbox Series X, S, and a PlayStation 5, man. So that's about it, Mike. That's all we got.
No, that's all I got too, man. So Xbox. What do you say?
Yeah, damn shame, man.
It is. So, like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's Game Show for tonight. Don't forget to head over to the Facebook store page to find all the prices. Don't forget to hit us up on B-Town. Don't forget to subscribe, become a Gamers Club member. And don't forget, hit that bell to be notified when we drop videos like these.
Please remember to subscribe to all our social media networks. And we'll see you next time on WWTF.
We want the facts.
Game Show.
See you. Keep on watching. Thanks for tuning in.